Hey guys, welcome back. I have been teaching a couple of grooves that you can play in church. I have taught some grooves I like to use for the fast songs, like the gospel 1-2, which goes like. Also, I've taught how to play merengue on the drums, which goes something like. Also taught reggaeton on the drums, which goes something like this. All right. Now I can say, like in Hispanic churches, they're not all fast praise songs, or as we refer to them, corritos. There's gonna be some times where you're gonna need to play a slow song. So one of the beats that I often use is sort of like a rock beat. So that goes something like this. Yeah, so one more time, and using sort of counting out each strike, sounds something like this. All right, so the count we're gonna use for this rock beat is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now first we're gonna start with the hi-hat. Main focus, I always like to emphasize hi-hat, snare, and bass drum. Those are the three most important keys on the drum set. Everything else, they're just fillings, they're just flavors, you know. They're nice to add on, but if you don't have the basics down, then you're not gonna sound too good. So first, hi-hat for the rock beat. So it's gonna be like. So it's gonna hit every note. It's gonna hit 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 4. All right. Now bass drum. Bass drum is gonna go something like this. All right. So your bass drum's gonna hit 1, 3, and. Okay, and I'm referring to the and that comes after the 3. So it's gonna sound like 1, 2, and 4. Without the hi-hat, it's gonna sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, now with the hi-hat, that's gonna hit every note. It's gonna sound. So that's what you're gonna do. Now, last, we're gonna include the snare. So snare is gonna hit on 2 and 4. So it will sound like this. Okay? Just by itself, it's gonna sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Put it all together. Hi-hat is gonna hit every note. So on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, the hi-hat's gonna hit every time. For example. Okay? Now, bass drum is gonna hit on 1, 3, and. Okay? So it'll sound like this. Okay? The snare, you're gonna hit it on 2 and 4. So all together, it's gonna sound like this. Sounds good, right? Now, what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to keep in mind the tempo. The tempo is how fast or how slow you're gonna be playing. The tempo is determined, like in my opinion, it's determined by your right hand, by the hi-hat. So if you're hitting this slow, you're gonna play pretty slow. But if you speed it up, you'll play faster. So you can go as fast as as that. But a lot of times that the speed's gonna be determined by the song. But yeah, this is your basic rock beat. And yeah, keep on practicing.